guys, Sean Terry here, Flip2Freedom.com. All right, so I want to talk about goal setting on steroids, right? How to pull your goals toward you versus chasing your goals. And we got to understand the concept of the January letter, where I got it, and why it's so important, and then apply it to a broader perspective that you can do on a daily basis. So first thing is I learned the January letter from John Carlton, which is a premier leading copywriter, $100 million copywriter. Guy's amazing. And he talked about the concept of chasing goals versus pulling goals toward you. So when you chase goals, you feel like you're chasing the goal. You write the goal down, you chase it. What the January letter does, it kind of reverse engineers. It uses law of attraction, and specifically, you put down. And let me explain how it works. What you do is you project yourself a year ahead of time. So in January, and you can do it right now, doesn't matter what the date is, but in January, basically what you can do, what I do, beginning of January, I project it's January 2020, right? And I write everything and document as if I'm sitting in the time of January 2020. I write down everything that I've accomplished, everything I've done. It was an incredible year. I've got incredible shape. I went on these cool places. I've done this for income. And you literally document, almost like in a journal style fashion, everything that you accomplished in 2019 in your documenting, as if you're writing a journal to a friend or a girlfriend or whatever. You just write a journal. You're journaling everything that happened in the previous year. So what happens is now you got this January letter of everything as if it's already happened. And then it's crystal clear. It's exactly what you want. You're not going to be vague, of course, in that scenario, because you're going to be detailed. You're documenting everything that happened. Now, I've had amazing things that have actually happened when I've done that. Trips have came up perfectly on time. Income was in millions of dollars of income was in thousands of dollars. Really, really close to what I actually wrote down. Maybe I set a monster goal, but I missed the goal, and I've achieved more than I ever dreamt possible. So I don't hit everything on there. Everything I document, I don't hit it 100%, but I literally, it catapults me forward more than I've ever done, and it becomes the best year ever, right? So here's that, so that we take that concept and we put it to a 5 year. So you go on a 5 years from now, you project 5 years ahead, right? Let's call it 2025 for an example, 5 years from now, 2024, 2025. And you go, here is documenting everything, where my life is, where my health is, where my family is, what my net worth is, what my businesses are, what my income is, what my lifestyle is, how much hours, right? So document 5 years from now, everything that has happened as if it's already happened. So project yourself mentally 5 years from now, put yourself in that space, and then document everything about your life that's happened that's so phenomenal, that's so great. You start there, right? You understand the January concept. You project out 5 years. You start there. Start at that point. Then you go back and do the January letter. So now it's what? We're in the middle of June right now. So project as if it's June 2020. And then project everything that's happened in the last 12 months. Everything that's happened. I write it down, called the January letter, and I have my 5 year letter, right? So I write everything down that's happened in detail. How many apartment buildings, how many apartment units, how much passive cash flow I have, what's my income for the year, what type of, how many deals we've done as real estate wholesalers, right? What markets we're currently in and currently working. I'm launching a book that I'm working on. That's part of my January letter. So things that everything you want to accomplish, you document in there, when it happened, how it happened, and be as specific as if it's already happened, right? So that's your January letter. Then what you do is now you're going to have things that you want to accomplish, right? Every single month and every single week. So in that month, you're going to say, hey, these are all the things I want to accomplish. Well, I want to book a trip we're going to Rosemary Beach. You want to book a trip to Hawaii. You want to go to Turks and Caicos, right? You put that in that for that month. That's what's going to happen. And then what you do is you write all the tasks, everything needed to accomplish that. Well, I got to go look at, a hotel. If I'm going to go to Turks and Caicos, I'm going to go check out beaches. I want to go find out if I can register for that, when I can do it. The flights are there and all. So you're going to have these things. You're going to have this essentially to-do list of everything that you want to accomplish within certain task, like part of buying apartment complexes, right? I wanted to buy an apartment complex. Well, I don't have time to underwrite all these deals. So I hired someone to come on, and I taught them how to underwrite. And they're out there searching and finding deals. Well, we just found a smoking deal, 326 unit, that we are now taking down. It's going to be putting in getting an escrow, doing our due diligence, and we're going to purchase this property. It's a phenomenal, amazing property. Brings in $424,000 in passive cash flow, free cash flow, to just a couple handful of partners, and that's after paying all the investors for the property. So, phenomenal deal. But that was part of my January letter, and part of it and now the right person just showed up. The right deal just showed up, right? The right deal. It just came in perfectly. We underwrote it, looked at it, and go, wow, this is a smoking deal. It's amazing. They accepted our offer, and now we're moving forward. So what happens is that once you put in what you want in the January letter, you read it every single day before in the morning and when you go to bed. What happens is things line up perfectly. Unexpectedly, deals come your way. People come your way. The right employees come your way. Opportunities come. We have a couple of opportunities I'm working on right now to launch my book that's literally insane, that I've never thought would be possible. I just put the intention out there. I wrote it. I didn't really have a task for it. I just know when I wanted to do it, but things just come, amazing opportunities just come lined up perfectly. So here's the deal. Now you have essentially the task or thing you want to do for the month, right? Now what you're going to do is now you're going to put it on a weekly basis. So now you're going to take the tasks that you want to accomplish for the week, and you're going to ask yourself the question, when Friday hits, right? Let's say today's Monday, right? And I do this on Sunday night. I say, when Friday hits, and to make it an amazing, awesome, killer Friday, killer week, these things need to be accomplished. Then what you do is you go in your list of everything you want to accomplish, and then you can prioritize all those things you want to accomplish, and now those things are going to go in your calendar in a certain manner. In this manner is this. First off, what we do, before we take those tasks and put them in the calendar, you put your high priority items. So my first high priority item is my morning ritual. I put that in my calendar first, and I block a specific time from 5 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night is when I actually schedule my time. So first thing that happens is I put my morning ritual. Second thing that happens, right, I'm going to put my health, right? When I'm going to work out, the time block it's going to work out. It's going to be in my calendar. If it's not in the calendar, it's not going to happen. Then the next thing is I talk to my wife on Sunday night, and we talk about everything during the week that's a family priority that needs to happen. Like Wednesday, my daughter's singing at a huge event, opening a huge event for my father-in-law at State Farm. Friday, the following Friday, she's singing at this huge, 10,000 person arena, right, to do a thing. So, and there's things I got to pick her up, and she's got a dental appointment, and my other daughter has this she has to do. So all that goes in the schedule. Those are your priority items, right? You got your quiet time, you got God, that's going to be in there. You got your morning ritual, you've got your health, you got your family. Then everything else goes into all the time slots after that. All the things you want to accomplish, everything you want to do, it basically fills in all that time. And what you do is in your calendar from 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock at night, it's all broke out in 15-minute increments. Now, you're going to have a situation where something's going to take an hour. Well, guess what? Block that hour. Put it in your calendar. If you don't put it in your calendar, it's not going to happen. Right? So now what you do is you take all those items that you know that if I can accomplish these for the week by Friday, it's going to be a crushing week. You take all those items, you drop it in your calendar, and then you just hustle. You know exactly what to do, and you turn around point by point. You don't sit down. There's no idle time. There's no time to relax. There's no time. You're going bam, 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 and you're just crushing it. Friday's going to come. You're going to be exhausted, but you're going to go bam. I just had the most productive week I've ever had. And goals or things are going to line up perfectly to help you accomplish your goals. So I hope this helps. I hope you take this information, go out there and crush it. That is goal setting on steroids. Hope you like it. God bless.